Sorry for that. I had my microphone turned off. Let's get straight into it. Well, actually, wait. Just need the link for the stream. Hopefully, someone can join in. This will be a quick one. This will be a very quick one. That's not the usual time for me. But we had some progress with this Flask application. So we had yesterday, I was fighting with it for quite some time. Now it's actually doing something useful, or well, not quite, but yes and no. I'll get into it in a sec. So we have all this example, then we have to do something else. We have to essentially try and make it more interesting. So we added some options to generate different waveforms, sinusoids and where is it? Sinusoids, cosine, tangent. Be able to choose your frequency. I'll show you in a sec how it looks like. So it's actually running it. It's a development server. This was used for production. Okay. This is how it looks like for now. It's actually running, so you can choose your cosine. So yeah, it's a full-fledged Flask thing where sending this button will send post request, so that's working okay. It's using some styling that seemed to work fine. I don't know why the 3 or 4. I was asking it before, but it's supposedly it's okay as well. It's something to do with saving cache memory. Yeah, I was able to break it, of course, before. So say if we choose a frequency of 20. Right, so we managed to quickly break it already, but it's working. We can quickly go over this. Yeah, it's really went into runtime error. It keeps trying to refresh the page and getting error connection refused, and it's reverting to my actual server. Oh, that is not running at the moment. So I feel so. Yeah, I have this issue with ports as per usual. Can be fighting with ports forever. This is what it's the development website. It's also available for you if you wanna check it out. Give me feedback. That's what I'm doing this for. There's more features coming for this one, and you can check all the previous tools and all the prehistoric ones. LabVIEW, National Instrument, G, web development software, like a no-code thingy that I was using, but now redoing it in Python. And ChatGPT keeps banging on Flask, so you can't. Seems like you can't avoid it. Have to use Flask, big thing. Anyway, we had some. Yeah, that will be the next thing to actually make it available. Yeah, we have things running on 8080. We have SSL, but I don't know how. I actually have to change something in my actual server. Should be running on here. That's the website. It is 80 port 8080. Um, or is it? I thought, or is it 800? Whatever the default port is, just the 100. No, can ask GPT. I don't know any of this. Luckily, we have um, a co-host for this project YouTube channel. Anyhow, so today, yeah, we're trying to resolve this issue, make it run better. Let's do the GUI. What was it? So obviously it's just failed. Let's try fixing this error. And I don't think I'm running Tkinter, but am I? Am I running Tkinter? Am I running Tkinter? This thing? Don't think so. Let's double check. Anyway, it's working okay until it doesn't. So now I think I'm having some sort of ports issues. Uh, don't know why it's not loading the image, because the Python script did run before. So this one's working okay. Changing frequency kind of works. No, it worked just before. So I don't know if it's a common issue with Flask. This matplotlib using was it Tkinter dependencies. Do I set this already to something? No. So before matplotlib, I was trying to keep this code to fit in one screen, but obviously, yeah, after this edition, it's not gonna happen anymore. Just try it again. So it's working mostly okay. I don't know why the first time around it's not loading the plot. It should actually work because the image is in the folder. Let's also check development tools in the browser. So yeah, this works fine. Some sort of should be okay. Don't know what that is. What on earth? This meant to be a sinusoid with at a frequency of 10 hertz. It's actually a tan function. What? Cos. That's fine. Okay. I don't know why this one is not showing you what the same thing as that. By the way, if you want to join me live, you can. I'm on every possible platform. I was at Discord a second ago and it just crashed on me or something. No, I'm still on Discord as well. But I'm not streaming over there. Had some issues with moving the microphone and sound over. I don't know if OBS can, whatever OBS can stream into, I'm more than happy to use. I'm also doing it with Zoom, with a virtual camera. But I have to start it up. Let me know. Right, when we change the frequency, well, this worked. Don't know why it's not updating. This should get updated, obviously. Keeps reverting to default setting or something. That's works okay. Before we were able to break it. Now it's working better. I don't know what happened. Well, we did use whatever a ChatGPT suggested to do. That seemed to have helped. So we do not use this Kinte anymore. That seemed to have solved the problem. So it's up and running. It's really handy because now we can start, if this works okay, keep test it. We can start, yeah, it's always reverting. This display is always reverting to. So what I tend to do when it's working, okay, well, I save this version. So I like, obviously we all like stuff that just works. But then I start a new chat, we'll pop this in it, we'll get some explanation of the code. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn how the HTML is interacting with the Python code. Well, obviously it's done by get and post requests, but interesting enough, the HTML doesn't mention the Python code. So that button, for example, where is that button? Submit. Yeah, the problem, this one is always reverting to default values. What do we have? Steps in there. Have to check it. Could be actually an interesting example where you could just, multiple users go online and generate like the same image or something. Yeah, if I mean, obviously for science, you do not want to do that. But before I was actually thinking of different application just as a weekend project where you have an image, can generated image, and then users can come select the box and essentially choose what to keep and what to replace. So you can do like a community thing where you um, improve the image Can is generating on pointing out where the problems are. So it could be nice when you're actually working on the same image. In this case, yes, we want probably for different users generate a different file and load it for different users. I know this is not production ready, but we're not really doing production, so we might as well use this. I don't know how to keep it. There's some tricks to keep it your Flask application running on Windows. So now the question is, if I go, so this obviously doesn't work. This one works, and this is on port 5000. Whereas my the server, what's it go live? This thing, live server, is on 5500. So question is, if I go eg gen 2, this should work. It's an actual page showing you some simulation of an EEG. Go check it out if you haven't done so already. But what happens if I write I don't think this is case sensitive, is it? If I do this, right, so it's actually is essentially running on the side, right, and then it breaks. So not sure about that. So this is obviously some sort of conflict between. Yeah, I had this error yesterday as well. So it's working on the Flask server. Can my Flask server be the same as my actual server? What's it? Not the server. My port number of the Flask server be the same as my actual server, like this one. So this will run because I have in the project I have this folder Flask viz, and there is a index HTML that gets loaded. But then, yeah, I'm getting this errors. Yeah, it's essentially, yeah, I think it's sorting out the folders. That's not something ChatGPT is able to help me with. Yeah, and that page also, don't know why this being called, essentially not available. Let's start it for a sec. Yeah, might take it offline. But yeah, soon there will be a tool like this up and running. It's not in production yet, but bear with me. And yes, please go check out binarychaos.com. There's a lot of tools that you might find useful. And don't forget to provide your feedback. I'll see you in a bit, probably later today. Bye.